world that never ends, to somehow recover the essence of why we are here. And we can find that essence in this Competent Communicator Manual. That's the reason why one of our members, an advanced member, is going to repeat this manual to have a good idea about what this is about. It has been said that the second times are better, and this is the second time that our Vice President of Education is going to deliver a speech of this manual. This is also the second basic speech, which is in charge of David Vasquez.
If something is not simple enough that you can explain it appropriately to a 5-year-old, you are not explaining it correctly. Fellow members and guests, tonight I am very pleased to speak to you about a specific concept that recently has gotten hold of my attention, which is how public relations are being handled by the spokespeople in the Mexican government. It is said sometimes that public relations in government, in companies and anything else is something that is very hard to understand, very hard to handle, very hard to properly do well so that we do not get fired about it. But I have found over some examples most recently provided to us by our national administration that public relations, especially in a government, reduces itself to nothing more than showing how much you care. If you want to sum up public relations in one word, it would be empathy. Empathy for the people who are listening to you. Showing how much you care about, showing how much you relate yourself to them with every single move you do. How come I got to understand this? I noticed 3 examples, most recently provided by the Office of the President. For example, many of us know about some events that constituted a tragedy in this country. Most commonly know of the disappearance of 43 students from the Escuela Normal de Ayotzinapa. Memes have already been made about this whole situation. They went away alive. We want them back alive. But this office has not been handling this crisis properly. For example, what happens when you have these 2 contrasts? In the one hand, you have the stepdaughter of President Peña Nieto, when asked about these whole events at a celebration or something, I don't remember exactly, she was like, well, I am not here to speak about that. We are here to receive my prize. We are here to enjoy, and honestly, I cannot bring to myself to speak about that. It's not my business. When in the other hand, we have an award-winning director, Alfonso Cuarón, who being awarded with a prize, he was not like that. Having indeed every right to, he was like, I am not here to speak about cinema. I'm not here about that at all. I am here to protest. I have to protest about the system of justice in this country, which has not been administered properly because of this disappearance of 43 students from Ayotzinapa. All of this while holding his pride in his hand. That's one. Another example is not so recent, but it's also significant. You are all witness, especially those of us with a car, of this constant rise rises in the price of the gasoline, commonly known as gasolinazos. For obvious reasons, most people don't like this. It's a deliberate damage to our pocket. But what does the Secretary of Collection, Hacienda, have to say about this? We didn't know that people were upset about the prices of the gasoline. To say that they did not know that people would not like the rising in the prices of the gasoline, it's something like not liking the fact that you bring friends home by the girl you like. Oh, I didn't know that upset you. I mean, I didn't know that friend-zoning you was a bad thing to you, that you didn't like it. That's how much insensitive it can get. And this is just the second one. What would be the third example and most famous of all in this case? Well, we have here an example of our First Lady, Angelica Rivera, who, when asked to provide answers for an unexplained acquisition of a house, of a White House in Las Lomas, she decided to explain that Televisa granted her a contract of $7 million alongside his house to provide exclusivity for 5 years. Suffice to say that no one believed it. And so many memes have been done about this to fill 1,000 newspapers. For example, how many other actresses have been more successful than her, but they do not have these White Houses. Or how many male presenters who have a very long trajectory, for example, Javier López Chabelo, or today deceased Roberto Gómez Bolaños Chespirito, have presented some kind of upset about all these things. And what can I say about this? That the most recent meme they say was that Chespirito died because he was so upset about he not being awarded with a White House, and he died from the shock. Exactly. Well, that's how you not do public relations. Only thing you have to do is care. Care about the people. Know their intelligence, not insult them in any way that harms their brains, their pocket, or anything else. Show them their dignity and treat them with it. And that is how you successfully avoid being subjected to the meme of the day in eldeforma.com.
This evaluation is going to be in charge of, once again, Julio Zamudio.